Morning. I've got the local John Deere dealership coming out today, one of their mechanics for this thing, the 5115M that I plow snow with. We've been having an issue. You put it in reverse after it warms up for about 3 hours of plowing. You let off the clutch and it takes 3-4 seconds before it'll go into reverse, and it kind of goes in hard. So they said the tractor transmission might need to be calibrated. Now, I've never heard of such a thing, I'll be perfectly honest. So apparently we're gonna try and calibrate it this morning. And I'll jump in the cab right now and I'll show you what I mean. And yes, there he is, doing what he does best, hanging out. But then again, he will be 11 next month, or 10. And when you figure that in dog years, that's old. Oh, all right. So I'm in the cab now. All right, so this lever right here, you can see is forward and reverse, neutral in the center. So when you get the tractor in gear and you go to take off, you push your clutch in, put it forward, you let your clutch off, you go. Now this is also called a shuttle shift, where you can put it in reverse without ever using the clutch, and it just slowly puts it, it doesn't bang in. But what's happening is when it gets warm, I'll push in the clutch, I'll put it in reverse after I plowed snow forward, and I'll let the clutch off, and it'll go 1, 2, 3, and then bang, it'll go into reverse. So something is wrong. We're gonna see if it's this calibration they're talking about. Hopefully it is, because if not, it's part of the clutch pack. Then that will require splitting the tractor in half, not to mention a hell of a lot more money. So it's bad enough to have them come out here for, I think it's like $105 an hour, plus whatever the service call will be. So he said he's on his way. When he gets here, we'll find out. And it should be the mechanics, Colin Kraft, a buddy of mine, who, if you watch my first video where we got the disaster on the muck, he was in the credits, Colin and crew. He had a couple of his friends there that helped us out. So it's nice to have friends that work for the John Deere dealership, but unfortunately this job is going through the dealership. So, all right, we'll see what happens when he gets here. All right, he's beginning the calibration. I wish I had known. I would have got the tractor out and started driving it around. We have to get the oil hot. You put a piece of cardboard, they open the hood, put a piece of cardboard in front of the oil cooler. Try and help it get hot. Right now he's hooking up his computer in there. So you can see the computer hooked up. Just gotta get that all hooked up and start driving it around. Apparently this calibration is computerized. And he mentioned that if we like what it does, we can just leave it alone, or he can play with the calibration numbers some and get it closer to where we think it needs to be. And like I said, I'm full disclosure, I don't have a clue about any of what the hell he's doing. Modern technology is great. Used to be the old tractors, if something's wrong with your clutch, you knew it was just the clutch back's going bad. Split the tractor, put the clutch backs in it, the way it went. But apparently the newer stuff not just do hot laps around the bends. And yes, he's going in a lower gear, not road gear, because apparently that'll help warm it up faster. So we will come back and see what the end result is here in a little bit, I guess. Alright, I chased him down on the road because it got hot. I don't know how well you can see the computer. Right now we're waiting. So what are we waiting for?
So we're going through the calibration procedure for forward and reverse. Basically, you get the oil warm, and then you set the transmission, and the computer will do it. It'll calibrate all your forward clutch packs, and then it'll have you transition it to reverse and do the same thing in reverse. And basically, when it's all done, you can drive it and see what it's like. And then from there, if you want to fine tune it, you can tweak the calibration numbers.
So we're sitting here in first, or in forward right now. Well, with the parking brake on, is that how it works?
Yeah, parking brake on.
Oh, okay. And we had to have it at what, 2100 RPMs?
Yeah, just about full throttle, yep. That's all it is for that time.
So what did it tell us?
So then you can check your addresses over here. What your forward fill time and pressures are. These values right here.
Were they good?
Yeah, they were all within spec before, but now you compare them after your calibration and see how much it changed. So this one right here was your forward valve fill time was 260 and now it's 181.
Okay, so the forward fill valve time was 260 and now it's 181.
Yep.
So that's a pretty big difference. Alright, we're back. I'm not filming with the GoPro today, using my phone, and I got one of them PS phone calls, robocalls, right in the middle of filming. So, the forward and reverse were both off a fairly decent number. Now there's one you said you don't like.
Yeah, this forward valve low fill time is 0.
Forward valve low fill time. It's reading 0?
Yeah, so I think we'll...
What did it read before?
Was at 90.
90?
Yep.
So obviously we need to play with it. So you can manually play with
The numbers,
the
yeah.
numbers.
What I would do is probably try it one more time. And then from there, we can tweak the numbers.
Okay. So in other words, you gotta drive it around a little longer? Or maybe by the time you get it back to the shop?
Yeah, I'll have to drive around because our oil temperatures dropped.
Okay.
We got to be between 60 and 70 degrees Celsius.
What are we now?
51.
It's gotta be between 60 and 70 degrees Celsius, and we're at 51. What the hell is this Celsius shit? This is America, damn it. What's the degrees on that?
So like 70
Quick
is...
test.
70 is like 160, 150, somewhere in there.
150, 160 degrees. Alright, well, maybe by the time you drive it back to the shop, go up the road the other way or something towards 176. Of course, if it gets hot when you get up there, you might want to come back.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to park in that road.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get it warm again, let's calibrate it again, and then we'll play with the numbers.
Okay, so chances are my problem was calibration because these numbers were off considerably.
Yeah.
Now, what causes it to go out of calibration? I mean, it's a 2012, so it's 8 years old now, and it's just starting to do this. Any reason?
Just wear.
Where? Okay.
Everything wearing into place.
But it'll be cheaper than putting new clutch packs in and splitting the tractor in half.
Yep.
Alright, let me get out of your way. So we're back in front of the shop. Oops. is not to take off on us doing this because we got it forward. It's in gear. How long does it take before it gives you new numbers?
A few minutes.
Modern technology. Everything's computerized. We got it fixed now. What were the pressures?
So the fill pressures for reverse were 260. We went to 220. And then the fill time was at 100 milliseconds. We went to 120.
Did you get that, buddy? Yeah. And I just went out and plowed the driveway and it seems to be working fine. So I guess we'll find out the next time that I have to spend 3 or 4 hours in it plowing. But for now, I guess our issue is fixed. And that's a lot cheaper than splitting it and putting in new clutch packs, I would say. Wouldn't you? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, so subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Sorry if this was boring, but it's real life.